monkey see, monkey do, or as another classmate has said, garbage in, garbage out. Both of these things are common sayings to emphasize what children do as they see done. They behave the way the media and their immediate surroundings allow them to behave. Today, I'm going to highlight the facts to show the importance of monitoring what your child watches on television, what they listen to, and what their home life is actually like. It is important today because parents are shaping tomorrow's children. Before this speech, I took a survey of the class, and I asked who personally thought that it was important to monitor what your child watches or listens to. Out of the 9 students that responded, one of them said no, they do not believe that that is important. I'm sure in the United States there are many more than just the one in my classroom that said that's not important. So today, I hope to persuade you through all of my evidence and facts that I will show you today that you will want to monitor what your child takes in, and you will want to watch what they are allowed to come in contact with. By no means am I saying keeping a child in a bubble for all their life is going to protect them, because the real world will hit them. So today we'll start by looking at the types of surroundings and the media that there are that children's involved in every day. We'll look at the direct effects towards behavior of those children. We'll also learn how to monitor your child or monitor what they're listening to or watching on television. So first, let's look at the types of media and the surroundings that children are involved in on a daily basis. Number 1 is TV. We all know that that's one of the main things that children do nowadays if it's not outside playing time. There's also the radio, newspaper, there's cartoons that are definitely not suitable for children, billboards with alcohol, sex appeal, and then there's some of the children that come from homes with domestic violence or child abuse inside the home. On Children and Domestic Abuse website, it stated that children that come from a home of domestic or child abuse are 75% more likely to be the ones that are committing the violent crimes against others in the community. On July 7th of 2004, Dr. Tina Chang wrote, "There's a strong link between media violence and real violence. It is undeniable and uncontestable." According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, they state that no one under the age of 2 should even watch television. And kidshealth.org states that 2/3 of today's infants and toddlers have interaction with the television on a daily basis. Children under the age of 6 watch approximately at least 2 hours per day, and between the ages of 8 years and 14 years old, these children watch on an average of 4 hours of television per day, plus some of them have about 2 hours of internet time on top of that. It also shows that by the age of 18 on kidshealth.org, that every child has came in contact with nearly 200,000 violent acts on regular everyday programming on television. So that leads me to my second step as to what do these kids behave like when this happens. Well, I went to a training through PBS, and they were showing us what the effect is on media with the kids. I watched 2 videos. They had a group of 10 children, and both of those videos, they were in one room, no adults in there. There was just a screen to watch through that they videotaped, and on day 1, they put in a Barney video. Those 10 children were standing up singing, doing the alphabet, talking about colors and shapes, dancing, and marching along with that movie. The next day, those same children were brought in, and I watched a video of the same children sitting in the same room, and they put in the videotape Power Rangers. Within 5 minutes, over half of those kids were standing up, kicking and punching, and they were playing the role and acting like they were the Power Rangers. According to the National Institute for Media and Families online, it states that a child cannot tell real from fake until the age of 6 years old. So just because you may say, oh, that's not real, that's okay, you really need to monitor a little bit better about what your child is watching and talk to them about it if you are going to let them watch those types of things. And so lastly, that leads me to what can we do to monitor it? There's a few simple things that you can do as far as television goes. You can kind of tweak with it for music and reading as well. My visual aid here shows, these are how you can tell if a show is appropriate for your child to watch. It asks, what are the characters doing? What's the main story or theme of the episode? Do the characters fight a lot? Do they make fun of each other? Do they do anything illegal? Or how does your child act after watching that show? That ought to be a pretty good basis to go off for that. And then I also have another visual aid that is my 7 ways to shape TV habits. These are 7 ways that you can still let your kids enjoy TV, but make it more educational than what they're getting now. You need to be choosy about the shows that you let your child watch. You should always watch TV with your preschooler. Prevent TV from replacing family time. Use TV shows and videos to enhance their listening skills. Avoid programs with characters that resolve their conflict only through violence. Make it clear that cartoon characters cannot do things real people can, and they are superheroes. And avoid programs that could actually frighten your child. An article on parenthood.com states, by taking the time to watch TV with your children, talk to them about what is going on, that is the best possible antidote for the concern for the inappropriate content that we have in today's television, or any media source for that matter. So today, we have looked at the surroundings and types of media that children are in contact with, the way children can be modeled or tried to reenact what they are seeing on television or what they are hearing in music, and we've also learned how to monitor it. I hope that you take this information and learn how to monitor what your child is learning in today's crazy world we live in.